Good morning. Oh my goodness, it's so good to see you. I'm really in the energy of um, gratitude for breath and life. Gratitude for breath and life. Good morning. So excited to be here. I'm Valerie Shepard, coming to you live from the Hartley Center for Mindfulness and Self-Mastery. Yay! Self-mastery is mastering you and your life so that you can exquisitely manage whatever your life throws your way, brings your way, sends your way, fulfills for you. Ooh, whatever your life fulfills for you. Isn't that a beautiful thought, that life is fulfilling things for you? Happy Wednesday. It is an honor and a privilege, and I am just filled with gratitude today. I just feel like a bursting, overflowing heart of love, and that is the best place to be. I invite you in. I invite you in. Hello, good morning. Thanks for joining. It's the Hump Day Happy Chat, and it's funny how Hump Day takes on a whole new meaning for me when I think about spending time here with you in this inquiry, in this dance, in this this space of how is it that I create more happiness in my life? How is it that I access the true happiness? And today's topic is called Activating the Everlasting. Activating the Everlasting. That feels juicy and rich. The everlasting. So obviously, you know me, I'm into words and their meanings and using them the right way. I feel like the energy of the word expands, it attracts, it takes on the power when it's used in its meaning. Drool, when it's used in its meaning. So I looked up everlasting. I don't know that's where I was going. I looked up everlasting. Thank you for being here. Lots of big love coming your way. Thank you for coming. So I looked up everlasting. If this is going to be about activating your everlasting, what is that for you? Activating the everlasting. So looked it up, definition, lasting forever or a very long time. Synonyms, eternal, never ending. Remember that movie, The Never Ending Story? Endless, without end, perpetual. What is the everlasting in you? What is that which you want, you intend to be everlasting? The spiritual side of you has got that already down, right? The spiritual side of the integrated spiritual human person has already got the everlasting down. That's already the immortal, eternal aspect that you are. Yay for that. No work needed there. You always already are that everlasting. I am everlasting. Wow, just saying those words, I can feel a vibration, like an activation of that aspect of me. So we're living in the human realm of the third dimension. And in often I can feel myself just sucked into only that. What that means with happiness is it can go like this as the changes in the human realm impact me. But when I activate this spiritual side of myself as a spiritual human, integrated spiritual human person, wow, the everlasting can come forth. That's the bringing the heaven into the earthly realm. That's where living from something more than what I am can happen. That's what we're looking for. That's where this idea that I speak about, this eternal happiness, regardless of what's going on around you, being able to be in the joy of the moment. So let's talk about that. As an individuated fragment of this supreme divine creation consciousness, I call that God, as an individuated fragment of this energy, this consciousness that is everywhere present. That's what omnipresent means. Hi, thanks for coming. You have within you the stuff from which legends are created. Think of any legend. Think of yourself thinking of that legend. Are you thinking of it as though that's them and not you? What if activating the everlasting is about activating this power, the power of this integrated spiritual human that you are, activating it. Yay. So how do we do that? The most important part of activating the everlasting is faith and trust. Those are the two big elements, faith and trust. And then from faith and trust cascades other things. So let's talk about this. When I sustain faith, I create in myself staying power. Can you feel that? Staying power. So staying power cascades into this behavioral component called perseverance. Persevering through the appearance of nothing changing. Victory is not necessarily about defeating the opposition. Victory, what if it is about outlasting the opposition? What if your path to success and to happiness and to fulfillment isn't about knocking things down out there, about overcoming things out there, about making them succumb to what you desire and what you want? What if it's about holding fast to what you desire and what you want? Internal alignment with your highest good while you outlast whatever appears to be the opposition. Outlasting, everlasting me, outlasting temporary, temporary, temporary appearances of what would have me fail. What is the appearance of a no? Outlasting that. What is this talking about? Experiencing what you don't want with joy and faith in your heart. Oh, it's kind of like in a poker game. I see you and I raise you, right? I see the opposition and I'm raising my everlasting. I see that no and I'm raising my perseverance. I see that doubt and I'm raising my energy. Experiencing what you don't want with joy and faith in your heart. Trust and faith in you, in the everlasting in you, in the divine energy in you, propelling you to that which is your highest and best good. You double down on trust. Excuse me. Trust, which is believing in light even when all you see is darkness. When the human eyes are only seeing darkness, believing with your divine essence, there is light. There is light in me that can propel through this darkness. There is light in the universe that I can align with to bring more light into where I'm seeing only darkness, feeling and experiencing only darkness. That is trust. Trust. And then this word came up, keeping tenacity in my spirit. Tenacity. Wow. So of course I looked up tenacity. The quality or fact of being very determined. That's like determined times 10, it feels like to me. The quality or fact of continuing to exist. Wow. Persistence, continuing to exist. That feels, again, activating the everlasting in me. If when I completely align with myself as an individuated fragment of the one true divine omnipresent creation consciousness in the planet, in the world, in the universe that I call God, when I'm really in that energy of I am one, in the oneness, one with all that is, power in just saying those words, it also activates the smile. You notice that? Wow, how can I fail? How can I not find happiness? It's right here. It's right here in that doubling down on the everlasting, activating my everlasting. Wow. I hope you're feeling this because, man, it feels good. Juicy, 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 and delicious, let me tell you. So tenacity, I have a story about tenacity. I think it was like 2 weeks ago. I was having a session with a divine being who is a love and just this light in the world and has been for decades. I'm shouting out to you, Gary Stewart. I'm shouting out to you. I am grateful for what you've brought into my life. And so this divine being, earthbound divine being, who's a colleague and a friend and a gift, Gary Stewart, who has had a whole career in doing these things called constellations. You can look him up, the Constellation Institute. And he brings the wisdom of family energy and understanding dynamics from your history, your ancestral history, into the world. And I was having a session with him around what I'm trying to create as me contributing through my business. Like what am I on the planet for? There have been some major shifts, as you've heard from me in other Hump Day Happy Chats, major shifts, things that appear to be doors closing, big no's from people who I thought I was getting yeses from, situational dynamics, dynamics with the body, just a whole seeming delay entrenchment of a no, like go the other direction. It's not happening for you. I don't believe those things, but that's the appearance, right? So Gary said, okay, let's do a constellation and let's see what happens. Well, guess what? One of the cards we did a particular constellation, and one of the cards, he has card deck, so people can do them for themselves. This is one of the cards I pulled. In a quadrant of the reading that we were doing, that is talking about the maturity of what I want. And then the card after this, which is what this is leading to, was this card. Desire. Check that out, people. Tenacity leads to the fulfillment of my desires. Wow. Wow. So when, like me, you may be sitting in something that looks like a big fat no, the appearance is it's not going to happen. Keeping tenacity in your spirit, keeping joy and faith active in your heart, in your countenance, in your doingness, in joy and faith, can bring forth the arrival of your promised land, your desires being fulfilled. So the question is, are you well able to outlast the problems? I'm claiming that for me. Can you outlast your insecurities? I'm claiming that for me. Can you outlast the fear? Can you outlast the anxiety, the obstacles, the naysayers, the lack of support, the bank account that looks way too low to even do the necessities in your life? Can you outlast the appearance of that being all that there is? Can you outlast changes in the market, delayed funding? How can you outlast it all? That's the inquiry. Where is my activation of the everlasting principle within me that gives rise to the perseverance, the tenacity of my vision that then gives rise to my accomplishment, fulfillment, my desires being lived experience, as opposed to thought about, wanted, anticipated energy? That's the everlasting of you. Your staying power and your ability to, what I hashtag, keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on. You have an ongoing invitation from me, from your angels and your ascended masters, to be more determined than that which appears to be holding you back. To be more determined. That's activating the everlasting. Activate the everlasting by reminding yourself that the divine, your ancestors, your angels, the ascended masters, all the support in the universe, the elemental beings, everything that's supporting you right now is bigger. That they are your best allies. No matter what the appearances are of an army being against you, I have the divine. That activates my everlasting. I am an individuated fragment of the all that is. I have the power. Lean a little more heavily on the spiritual aspect of the integrated spiritual human to get you through those tough times, because the human isn't equipped. The human succumbs. Pay no attention to the critics and the naysayers. Activate the everlasting that perseveres through. Outlast those naysayers, not to show them. It's not about defeating them. It's just outlasting them. They get tired, they go away, blah, blah, blah. You don't have to knock them down or kick them out. You just have to walk past. Boop, boop, boop. You could even hold up a shield. They don't even see you. Make yourself invisible. Put on your cloak of invisibility and keep on keeping on. Fortify yourself along the way. This isn't about killing yourself. This is about dying. This is just about outlasting. So activating the everlasting to outlast the things that look like they're against you means you have to last. So fortify yourself with rest and meditation and time to connect with divine energy. Like in the nature, staying power of nature, the everlasting of nature is amazing. Just all you have to do is go to like a fire ravaged place, sending love and light to those places here in California, certainly in Australia and other places in the world. You only have to go to those places to see how quickly nature is in her everlasting self, how quickly she regenerates when the experiences of the human disintegrate her, how quickly she returns to her glory. Just prune back your roses. Prune back your roses and see what happens in the next season. They return even fuller in their majesty, heads held high, blossoming beautifully for you, for your joy, for your inspirited experience of all that is. Feed your soul, not your ego. Pray, laugh, dance, have fun. This is all about keep on keeping on, outlasting that which looks like it might be the no. Activating your everlasting. Thank you so much for joining. I trust that this has given you some nuggets to chew on, to inquire with, and maybe to blossom into a space where your happiness is a given. This Hump Day Happy Chat is about happiness being a given in your life. Like if you're walking with physiological debilitation, as am I, if you're dealing with what no longer is as prevalent in your life, as am I, if you're looking for where is it that my contribution will really expand, contributing to me and the universe, as am I, no matter what your flavor of challenge to my happiness might be, whatever your flavor of that's not what I want, what's it doing here? Whatever your flavor of I say no, whatever that is, you still, in that very moment of acknowledging that's not what I want, have the power to activate your everlasting. Just do it. Many blessings. Much love and light to you. I'm going to close with the metta prayer, which is one of my favorites. It's in my book, and I say it at the end of all of my many of my Hump Day Happy Chats. I didn't always start saying this, but once I started saying, I feel remiss without doing it. And I'm encouraging you to feel in you the everlasting that's being activated here. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be safe. May all beings be happy. Yay. All beings includes you. May all beings awaken to the light of their true nature. That's the everlasting in you. Awaken to the light of your true nature, dear being. And may all beings be free. And that's emotional freedom. Freedom from that internal aspect of you that may be holding you back. Your wounds, your self-recrimination, any ways that you say no to you when the yes is right there. Stay well, be happy. Many blessings. This is Valerie Shepard signing off from the Hump Day Happy Chat. Oh, say hi to Rachel Ruth. Hi, Rachel. Many blessings. Much love. Thanks for being here. Bye now. Thanks for coming, Carl. Hitting all the buttons. Always got to hit all the buttons. Signing off. Happy Hump Day, Happy Chat. Ciao, ciao, ciao.